The Aston Martin DBX707, what a machine. 2.5 months ago, this car was unveiled to the world. Now the first one has arrived here in New Zealand. Well, until we actually saw it in the flesh, the most thing we talked about were the numbers, and for good reason. But let's talk about the name 707. It relates to what they call the PS figure. It's a European thing. In Kiwi speak, try 697 brake horsepower or 520 kilowatts. And there's another number too. 1, as in the fastest, most powerful luxury SUV of all time. Now normally when I do these things, we'll walk around the car and I'll point out some of the features, but these numbers have me just a little bit fizzy. So check this out. That's 0 to 100 in 3.3 seconds. And a 2200 kilo SUV. Top speed, by the way, 310 kilometers an hour. Now you could ask yourself, why does an SUV need to be so devastatingly quick? Fair play, but do it once and there's no questions. Just, okay, I get it. I love it. Now you probably noticed the new quad pipes, that's a DBX707 Touch, and you can't miss that rear diffuser, let's be honest. It's all part of an incredible effort that Aston Martin have made to make sure the DBX707 can handle all that immense power with dignity. Dignity, yes. Subtlety, not so much. There is nothing subtle about the changes that have been made to the DBX, which for me is still the best looking SUV around. Now this 707, which is 390,000 plus customization, is all about business. Take that front grille, 28% bigger, and it's not a statement, it's there to cool and feed that twin turbo V8. In fact, every intake you see, every vent is there to do a job, to feed the beast, if you like. Controlling the beast, well, that's another thing. Take the auto box, it's been upgraded, it's now a wet clutch setup, 9-speed. The front brakes are now standard carbon ceramic. In fact, the whole drivetrain has been beefed up. As I'm saying that, I realise how extreme it all sounds, and yes, this car is extreme, but the reality is it does everything with just as much class as the DBX always has. Just a whole lot more sporty, especially here behind the wheel. The new drive control is fantastic, the new button layout, and also the new seat design, which thankfully really do hold you in place. But there's still the great space, front, rear and luggage, and it will still tow 2.7 tonne and go off-road. But in the 707 there's just one off-road mode nowadays, which raises the ride height by 5 centimetres. It also loosens up the 48-volt active roll bars. That same system though can also drop the ride height by 4 centimetres and make that active roll bar rock solid. Perfect for this. Man, the way this thing steers though, the DBX always was a beautiful car to drive. It really did feel like a car more than an SUV. It shrunk around you. The 707, it's a whole new level. And then also exponentially more powerful. It's not a pocket rocket. It's a Saturn V rocket. And the blast off is epic. Now take the DBX 550, I'll call it that. It can send nearly all its power to the rear wheels. Well, the DBX 707 can send all 900 newtons to a limited slip rear diff. with faster gearing and a rear suspension that's been softened to help put that power down onto the road. At the same time, the front has been stiffened to help responsiveness. One thing that hasn't changed about the DBX is the weight distribution, still 52-48. Now that's as close as you'll get to a perfectly balanced SUV. Now I know when I first got on board I demonstrated a 0 to 100 time, but I've just realised something. We're on a track now, we've got a whole different speed limit. Check out this. That's 160. Man, the speed, the feel, the noise, that incredible engine. But you know, at the same time, soft closed doors and genuine hand-built luxury. Then you've got a car that's completely capable off-road, but at the same time, completely at home on a track. The DBX707, what a remarkable, a magnificent juxtaposition.